Often, we feel that everything in love is going fine. Conversations flow, laughter feels natural, habits begin to form. And then suddenly something shifts. Questions start growing. Silence appears. And without realizing it, one person begins to test the other. Maybe you've noticed this too. Many women genuinely say, surprised, "I was just trying to understand. I wasn't testing him." Core idea. There's something important to understand here. Most women don't test love on purpose. It isn't planned. It isn't a strategy. More often, it comes from hidden fears, old memories, and a deep need for emotional safety. Love isn't just a feeling. For many women, love quietly becomes a question of security. Am I safe in this relationship? Will this person change tomorrow? If I become vulnerable, will he still stay? These questions are rarely spoken out loud, but they show up through behavior. Why tests happen without awareness? Many women grow up feeling that their emotions are not fully understood. Sometimes they're told they're too emotional. Sometimes they're labeled as overthinkers. So when love finally feels close, a quiet fear appears. What if this is temporary too? And from there, small tests begin. Not as tests, but as reactions. A delayed reply, a little distance, a subtle emotional question that isn't really a question, but a need for reassurance. It's not about doubting love. It's about wanting to feel certain. An everyday life example. Imagine a simple situation. A woman usually calls her partner every evening after work. One day she doesn't. Not because she's busy, but because she wants to see if he'll call first. If the call comes, there's relief. I matter. If it doesn't, a quiet thought creeps in. Maybe I care more than he does. There's no manipulation here, just a small emotional check. The psychology behind it. When a woman becomes emotionally attached, she doesn't only feel the present. She senses the future. She wants to know who will stand with her during difficult moments, who will understand her silence, and who won't leave when she changes slightly. That's why sometimes she becomes distant on purpose. Sometimes she watches reactions. Sometimes she hides her vulnerability to see if the other person still cares. Most of this happens unconsciously. Why men often misunderstand. Men often see this as manipulation. They feel controlled. But in reality, the woman is simply checking whether she's emotionally alone or not. Men usually understand direct words. Women often communicate through behavior. This difference is where misunderstandings begin. The emotional cost. Problems arise when these tests become a habit. Both people grow tired. One side keeps needing reassurance. The other keeps trying to prove their love. And slowly, love turns into an emotional exam. Maybe the real question isn't, why do women test love? Maybe the real question is, why do we struggle to express our emotional needs directly? If in love we could softly say, I need reassurance. I feel scared sometimes. Your presence matters to me. Then perhaps tests wouldn't be necessary. The deepest part of love isn't about who is stronger. It's about who can show their vulnerability without fear. And when someone chooses you, even without being tested, that moment is what real love feels like.